Another Leetcode problem 955. Delete columns to make sorted. So we are giving us a string. So this string is going to be an array. So inside each of the item, it's going to be a string. Yeah. So inside the first example, it is say A, B, B, and A, C. So what are we going to do? We first want to delete some columns. So after deleting those columns, so each of the string inside of the strings array would be sorted in increasing order. So the idea is that, for example, we're going to delete the first column, so it's going to be ABC. It is sorted in increasing order. So instead of deleting the first column, what about with deleting the second column? As we can see, CBA, it is not sorted in increasing order. It is not valid. Maybe we want to delete both of them, but that is not the minimum possible value we're going to delete. As we can say, the minimum is 1. So what about a 0? We will not delete anything. Definitely it didn't work because CA going to be more than BB and BB going to be more than AC. Yeah. So we're going to solve this problem according to the greedy idea. So the idea is that, for example, we have the first characters something like A, B, C, D. Yeah, so this is A, B, C, D. This is something X, we don't know. So I just give X. So this means the first column, this column is going to be valid. Yeah. Now, after this column, we're going to check the next column. So the next column is going to be something like, let me press some other letters. Maybe this is a C, and maybe this is also C, and this C, and this is also C. As we can see, this is also valid. Yeah, because for the first character, it is A, B, C, D. Definitely, it is valid, right? Now, what about the next column? So for the next column, if this is C, and if this is a B, and if this is A, and this is a D, so definitely this is not valid, right? Because it is yeah, I think it is still valid because this B is valid, right? Yeah, it is still valid, but what if I change some of the characters? So yeah, let me change some characters. So here, let me change it always to be C. Now what's gonna happen for us? Yeah. So we change those characters. So this is AC, and this is AC, and this is AC, and for others it's gonna be C and C. Yeah. So this is CCB, and this is CCA. So definitely this is not valid for this B and A. For the first one, it is okay, but for this BAD, it is not valid. Yeah. So this means we need to delete some columns. Do we need to delete the first and second column, or we just need to delete the third column? So according to the greedy idea, we always want to delete the minimum columns. So we're going to delete the third column. So in this way, we're going to delete the third column, and then we're going to continue. So maybe something like A, B, C, D. Now it becomes valid again, or maybe something like D, B, D, and D. Which should still be valid. Yeah. Only for something from the beginning, this is like CCB, and this is like CCA, now it becomes invalid, and we have to delete this column. Now we just use this kind of idea to solve the problem. So according to the greedy idea, let me just prepare some functions to solve the problem. So I'm going to prepare is sorted. So inside it's going to be an array. So I'm going to return O. AI should be less than AI minus 1, as it should be sorted in increasing order, so AI plus 1. So for I in range, length of the array minus 1. Yeah, so because it's less of the array minus 1, and here we're gonna have a plus 1. In this way, everything would be calculated. So for example, inside of the array, we have some string A, B, and C. So what's going to happen for us is we're going to use this one, 0, this is 1, and this is 1, and this is 2, and we just need to compare that. So length of the array is 3, 3 minus 1, it is 2. So this means for I, we can choose 0 and 1. So definitely we compared all of them. If all of them are valid, it means it is sorted in increasing order. Now, what are we going to do? I'm going to prepare a current array for my calculation. So inside it's going to be the length of the strings. So from the beginning, each column I'm going to set it as an empty string. So this is from the beginning. Now I will add more strings inside my column, and it's going to become the first column and first and second column and the first, second, and third column together. I will put it inside. Maybe from the beginning it's going to be A, B, C, and then it's going to be A, and B, A, and C, C. It's going to be something like that. Yeah. So this is for the current. Now I want to check the column. So for column in, I'm going to use a zip star. So basically, I'm going to zip them together. So for example, this is CABB and AC. I'm going to zip them together. It means I will take out the first column. It's going to be C, B, and A. I will take out the first column. This is why I'm going to use a zip. I will take the column one by one. So for column inside the zip star of the strings. Yeah. Now I will prepare a second current. So I'm going to call it current 2. Yeah. So for this column, let me just check the column one by one. So for IC in enumerate, I'm going to check this column, right? Yeah. So for this column, I'm going to update the result. So I'm going to update it to current 2 variable. So the current 2 gonna, yeah, let me think about it. So it's gonna be current I plus this character C. So this is gonna be the current 2. Yeah. Now I want to now I want to check if this is valid or not. So if it's sorted, current 2. Yeah. So if this current 2 is sorted in increase order, so definitely I will not do anything. I just want to update the current. So the current gonna equal to the current 2. Otherwise, I'm gonna update the result, and finally I'm gonna return the result. So the result is just counted from the beginning. It is a 0. Yeah. So here result plus 1. It means I'm gonna delete this column. It is not valid. Yeah. Now let me just uncheck if there's anything wrong about it. Yeah, let me just run it to have a check. This is not okay. So the current I yeah, basically I want to put the columns inside. So from the beginning, and this is my column. It will be something. It will be an empty array from the beginning. It depended on how many rows I have. So from the beginning, there's nothing put inside. There's nothing inside for my first column. Now I want to put the first column inside. So this is my this column is my first column. Yeah, actually I want to put all those characters inside inside the current array. Yeah, so here current 2. Yeah, let me just prepare a current 2 gonna equal to the current. So I'm gonna have a copy of this current array. Now it is a current 2, and I'm gonna update it to current 2 because currently I'm not sure if I would to assign it to current because I'm not sure. I have to check that. Yeah, so I'm gonna change a little bit. Yeah, so I prepare a current 2 array. It's gonna be the copy of the current, and then I'm gonna calculate this current 2. I'm gonna plus this character. So in the example, this is a current 2. Maybe inside it's gonna be A, B, C, D, E. So this is gonna be the current 2. Now I'm gonna check if this current 2 is in sorted order. So if it is in sorted order, I'm gonna assign this current 2 to current. So otherwise, I'm gonna have a count. I'm gonna update the count, gonna plus 1, and I'm gonna delete this column definitely. Maybe it is something like B, A, C, D. So I'm gonna delete it. If it is A, B, C, D, E, I will not delete it. I just need to update it. Yeah. Now I think it should be okay. Yeah, because this current 2 is just prepared. Whether we're gonna update it, if it is sorted, we're gonna update it. Otherwise, we will not. It means we just delete it. At least we passed for some testing cases, but not all of them. So the first one is okay. The second one is not, and the third one is okay. Yeah. So now let's just check the second one. So the answer is going to be 0. So if it is sorted, yeah, X, Y, Z, it is sorted. Right, it is sorted. X, Y, Z, it is sorted with CBA. It is still sorted. It must be something wrong. Let me check that. Yeah, it's gonna be not current 2. It is a current 2I. It is a current 2I. Yeah, because we are just enumerate and we need to update the character one by one. It's not the current plus C. It is the current 2I plus C for each one of them. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. Now everything should be okay, and I just submitted. As you can see, it works and it's pretty fast. Yeah. So the idea is it's not current 2. It is current 2I. For each position, we just need to update this character. Yeah. And let's just check the time complexity. So from here, this is just ON, and for here, we just zip them together and check the column, and this is just ON square. Yeah, we just zip them together and check them. Yeah, and we check each of the column. This is ON, and for here, we have is a sorted tag. So for the is sorted tag, this is n log n. Yeah. So I think the time complexity is n square log n. Yeah. So for here, this is ON. For here, this is n log n. And for here, this is ON. So the time complexity is n square log n. So for here, we used a zip of star with a strings. So definitely we just choose all of them together. And basically, this is an ON time complexity to get all of them together. Yeah, maybe n cubic. Let me think about it. So we're gonna zip them together. First of all, we're gonna choose one by one. Yeah, maybe this is a n square, so the time complexity is gonna be n cubic log n. Yeah, because n cubic is just 100, it might work. Let me just resubmit it. Yeah, it seems yeah, we're gonna zip them together. No, this is just on. Yeah, because this line of code is just like something empty dot joy. For example, AI for a inside the strings. It is something like that, and yeah, and this AI is fixed. For example, it is a0. So for a inside the strings, we just join them together. So it's gonna be on. So for this zip operation, so it's gonna be n squared times log n for the time complexity. I think that's all about it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.